What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you are, make sure to leave a like on the video. And if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below the video. It's in the lower right corner. I know it might seem like a small thing, but I would really appreciate it. Definitely trying to get back into that growth phase and push our way to 2 million subscribers. Now, Shazam is a movie that I think was pretty universally enjoyed by most people. A wholesome superhero tale with decent child actors and a kind of a beloved superhero among a smaller subsection of the fandom, but one that did fine coming to the big screen, especially with some nice twists and turns in the end. Overall, a pretty good villain in that film, I thought, too. A lot to be happy about in terms of Shazam, and including, by the way, the sequel that's coming out. It's called Shazam. There's a Shazam sequel coming out, Fury of the Gods, where the new suits have been unveiled. And actually, I know I meme on the suits a lot. They look pretty good, I think. Pretty basic, sleek, nice design. I don't hate it. They look pretty good. You got a nice mix. The one person has like the skirt version. The other girl's got the long legs. They could probably all wear the long legs if they wanted. But yeah, looks pretty good. The boots actually look pretty good. They all kind of match pretty good. The two guys, their costumes aren't really that differentiated. You have like a light gray and like maybe at the camera, maybe this is supposed to be green. That might be green. It's just maybe my monitor. So green and gray would be better, I think. But their boots are all, the men's boots are all basically the same, but pretty decent. That was unveiled yesterday, but there's actually something a little insidious, not insidious, but a little sad unveiled in all of this. And it looks like one of the original actresses has been removed. Grace Fulton now celebrating dual role in Fury of the Gods. Now, a lot of people are just kind of glossing over that fact, but I actually think she was fired over an Instagram post. That was positive of Ashley Babbitt, somebody that who was unarmed and lost their life to a police officer, but nobody cares because she's a conservative. I mean, quite frankly, was she doing something she should have been? No, but that doesn't change things. I don't think, all the other encounters that police have with people, they're just people who didn't do nothing. They're usually in the act of committing a crime. So the outrage for Ashley should be no different, but we all know that there's a huge double standard. Now, here's the thing. Christmas came early for a lot of DC fans when Shazam director David F. Sandberg took to social media yesterday and finally unveiled the official look at the Shazam family, donning their new and improved suits. But the biggest news came out of the fact that actress Michelle Borth has apparently been booted out of Shazam Fury of the Gods and replaced by Grace Fulton, who will now portray both Mary Brumfield and her superhero alter ego, Mary Marvel. The true reason behind Borth's sudden exit remains a mystery, and according to previous reports, the 42-year-old actress signed a lucrative deal with Warner Brothers and DC Films to appear in multiple extended DC Universe projects. Also, we've yet to hear from the actress regarding her short-lived stint with the franchise. Fulton, on the other hand, is very thrilled to be playing the dual roles in the DCEU. Taking her recent Instagram stories, the 24-year-old rising star shared her excitement over the project, saying that she freaks out every day on set by the fact that she's now playing Mary Marvel. Check out the post here, and good for her. Honestly, it's not, her fault, and I'm going to explain exactly why I think she was fired. You say, I honestly feel sorry for Borth, given the fact that she was originally intended to stick around in the DCEU for a couple more years, but I understand why they made the decision to axe her from the Shazam sequel. Do you? But you said nobody knows. Fulton is already in her mid-20s, so it made absolute sense for her to assume both roles. And I got to say, seeing her in full costume already has me sold. I'm sure she'll still do a great job as Mary Marvel. Now, is it ageism? Some people thought maybe that was it. Because she's 42. Is she too old for the role? Possibly. Or is it this? An Instagram post that Michelle Borth made saying, I don't know your name. I don't know anything about you. Were you a mother, a sister, a spouse? I know your life mattered, despite our striking differences of opinions. I know you are loved and will never be forgotten. I don't know who you are, yet my heart aches that you've been taken from this world. My prayers and thoughts go out to you and your loved ones, your loss, your life fighting for something you believed in, and I'm mourning for you. As a woman, a human being, and a sister. Rest in peace. Notice the date of this post was January 6th, and she writes her name was Ashley Babbitt. That's what I'm thinking. You could see, I think that's why she was removed. I really do. And the people on the left who still think it was an insurrection, the most peaceful one in history, are saying that's why. And then you can even see it's pointed out, bruh, she didn't even support them. She just said it's sad that a person died. So not only did she not support her and her actions or her opinions, she didn't agree with her ideologically, they still fired her. This is not dissimilar from Gina Carano, who was fired for making a similar post to Pedro Pascal, except from a different position across the aisle. It was enough to get her not just fired, but completely exiled from Hollywood. Why is it any different? I don't know. I don't think it is any different. And I think you see here, some people are considering, sacked Carano, sacked the Mandalorian star Gina Carano, hints at a bombshell Star Wars returning in a string of cryptic tweets. The actress 39, who was sacked from the popular Disney Plus series, has suggested she may be making a return to the iconic franchise. The former MMA artist took to Twitter and sparked speculation she could be making an unlikely comeback in The Mandalorian. Gina shared a picture of a silhouetted figure against a sunset backdrop with a background not showing one sun but three. Avid Star Wars fan will know that that's the Tatooine sunset. Has two suns, not three. Sorry. But this tweet certainly has fans talking and has been liked more than 9,000 times. One fan wrote, "Oh, the trinary sunset. Let me provide the appropriate music." Another said, sharing a video of John Williams' musical score, The Binary Sunset of Star Wars. Another posted, "Hopefully you're returning to Star Wars, as the fans would love to see you back. If not, they will follow wherever you go." A third asked, "The Sons of Tatooine? At least that's what it reminds me of." I mean, maybe. Here's the thing about cancel culture. And this was something that, by the way, this is something that I don't think was ever really picked up by kind of the cancel culture mob, was it? I think it was mostly, must have been under the radar, if that was the reason. The only other reason I could think of would be that she's too old for the role, which would also be, I don't know, wildly derided on Twitter. Grace Fulton is gorgeous, but I can't help but feel bad for Michelle Borth. Shake my head. I think she was fantastic. I don't know. I mean, nobody seems to be talking about why she left. If it was by her own volition, that seems unlikely. As of right now, Michelle Borth has said nothing. Hasn't posted anywhere since June 17th. Hasn't even liked a Twitter post. May 7th was the last thing that she even liked. So was she fired for this Instagram post? Well, the only reason people might think that that's true is because that's what happened to Gina Carano. And to be honest, the post wasn't even that bad. I'm sorry, bad is not the right word. It wasn't even necessarily in support of the activities or anybody that happened to be there that day, just lamenting the loss of life. I don't know. You see, Michelle Borth is capable of many roles in her professional life. It's unacceptable what's going on, but for sure she will always be successful. But what? Disappointed to hear this. I was looking forward to Michelle Borth in that role again. Here's a weird Stan account. Genuinely wondering if it's because of classic comics and until New 52, her character doesn't transform to be an adult, or because she is an adult. I don't know, because they paid her that money. Michelle Borth is capable. This goes Well, the only reason to watch the first one was you. Now, if you're not in the second one, it just saved me money. This says that means either her character ages less than the others, which makes no sense. Either way, I wish you cast luck. Most likely it's because of this Instagram post. I mean, I don't know. This says here, that's being taken out of context. If you know her, she's a huge Biden supporter. She was just showing empathy for a deceased woman. She's a kind-hearted human being. So was she fired for that? Boy, that would be a stretch. I expect after this video comes out, there'll be some hubbub around it on social media. I would like to know why she's been removed. As a fan of Shazam, as somebody who recommended my viewers to see it, if she was fired over an Instagram post, I certainly will not be making that recommendation for the second film. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.